Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Yuriorkis, Gamboa. His adversary, fighting out of the red corner, Ricky the Hitman Hatton.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourself at all times. Let's touch him up.
Scheduled to go the full 10 if we get that far. Round one underway. As far as the fighter with the faster hand speed goes, going up against the high stamina, high endurance guy, what is the one thing he has to be very conscious of?
Where he is, geography. That he's in the center of the ring where he can use that speed. Stay out of those corners. Definitely.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Ricky Hatton's legs look shaky. He was hurt. Hatton clearly bothered by that punch, and he's looking to clinch.
He spent a lot of time, Hatton has, going to school where he's learned offense. Right now, he's got a quick lesson to learn. How to survive, how to come up with defense.
Hatton able to block a punch.
Keep moving.
Yuriorkis Gamboa with a block punch. Halfway through this round here. Needs to improve that accuracy. Oh! He falls victim to that big hook. Unable to steady himself right now after being stunned. Teddy, he went from being on the edge of the cliff to now climbing back up the mountain.
Well, you know, that's where you'd want to know if a guy recovers fast. Obviously, he has the capacity to recover very quickly.
Nice block by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Well-placed counter punch by Ricky. Wow! Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape. Yuriorkis Gamboa is showing off a real boxing IQ in that last round. Just fighting smart. I mean, not just reckless aggression, but smart, accurate punching.
And talking about IQs, it's being led by that left jab, an educated left jab. A jab that talks a little bit, talks a couple languages. I mean, he's hooking off it, he's uppercutting off it, he's doubling up on it. Good job.
Landing two jabs by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Good scoring counterpunch by Hatton. Teddy, he is hurt. He just took a fusillade of punches there. What a barrage that was.
Give him credit, you know, he's not smothering himself. He's keeping himself at a distance where he can keep that offensive flow going.
When we've seen Ricky Hatton at his best, is it fair to say it's because he has a swarming approach to things? He smothers you and swarms you?
Yeah, I think it's more of a calculated aggression, a controlled aggression. Yeah, he wants you to think he's swarming you. That's part of the perception, but not really what's happening. You get inside with him, and sometimes he's not punching, but he's putting some kind of pressure on you where you feel like you're being swarmed.
A headshot blocked. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Denies his opponent and then goes right downstairs against him. Final 10 seconds. Teddy, what does he need to do right here? He has no balance. His legs aren't underneath him.
Well, you know he can't move because he's going to fall on his own or the referee's going to stop it. So believe it or not, he's either got to grab or he's got to stand on the rope, stay right in front of the guy and move his head to make a miss. He can't use his legs.
And a smart counterpunch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. He's winning the fight to me based on his overall speed. He's just a faster, quicker fighter, and it's making it so that he's able to employ his ways and get the best of his opponents.
Oh, he has that physical asset, no doubt about it. You can see it. But he has to be careful that he doesn't get carried away. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
That was not well targeted by Yuriorkis Gamboa. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Teddy, I'm not sure there is a more passionate and loyal group of fans in all of boxing than the Ricky Hatton fans from Manchester City. I mean, they've even created their own theme song, the Ricky... Targeting that head and landing with a bomb. Hatton able to rise up to his feet, but what does the immediate future hold for him?
Well, he only has a couple seconds to figure it out.
The twists and turns and the non-stop battle, it continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the... Oh! Ricky Hatton's in a bad place right now. He was tagged. Blocks that punch. On the mark with the overhand right. End of the round there. A round in which we did see the knockdown. And Teddy, when a fighter comes back to the corner, having just been floored, typically, how are they acting? What are you seeing out of that?
Just imagine you just walked into a room and somebody hit you from behind. You dropped. You're afraid to go in that room again. So, put a light on in that room and explain to him why he got dropped. He will not be afraid to go back in that room.
We just have not seen the big shots from this guy. He is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
You need to keep the head moving.
Doing well on the outside. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Well, and that's exactly what he deserves. The ref getting involved, warning him for the headbutt.
Use the ring. Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
Ricky Hatton's just not impressing anybody here. He went down earlier, and since then, this fight hasn't been on a level playing ground.
Well, you've heard me say it many times that boxing is 75% mental, and right now the mental part is keeping him out of this fight because he can't let go of what...
Oh, and there you go. Ricky Hatton's been stunned. We count down the final moments of this round. Yuriorkis Gamboa is resting up after a round in where he was so very accurate. And Teddy, if you want to have one single quality out there as an offensive fighter, accuracy is among the ones you want to have.
Yeah, and to be accurate, That means you have to be calm. And you have to be smart, that you know that you're putting the punches in certain specific places for a reason. And boxing is not just about the strongest guys. It's supposed to be, and it usually is, about the smartest guys.
Oh, look at that, Dave. Holy cow! Ricky Hatton stunned, and he is hurt. Oh, good-looking two-punch combination by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Now, this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just the sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. They're together.
Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Both men trading hooks. He's in a world of hurt right now, Teddy. Look at him right there. What is he going to do? How's he going to survive this?
Well, the only thing he can do now is kill some time, kill some clock, take the air out of the ball. He's got to grab.
Good block by Gamboa. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Nice work with the jab on the outside. Yuriorkis Gamboa is making for a trainer's dream right now. Picking his shots, Teddy. Selecting when, where, and being very accurate.
Yeah, the old timers would say he's a real sharpshooter. That's exactly what he's doing. He's not missing much.
We saw Ricky Hatton rise to prominence, getting through some of the B-level guys among the 140-pounders. Guys like Joe Hutchinson, Cool Vince Phillips, and Ben Tacky, and Mike Stewart, and Sucre Ray Oliveira. But his coming out party, I mean, his big moment was the upset of Kostya Tszyu.
Yeah, you know, and it was an upset in a lot of dimensions. Not just that he won, he was the underdog going in there, even though it was on home turf, but a huge upset that the way he won. Kostya Tszyu basically gave up. He was broken down by the relentless style of Hatton.
There it is! Ricky Hatton's been stunned. Oh, he's in bad shape here. He's stunned and he's wobbly.
The only thing he has going for him is he's not a fighter that uses his legs anyway, and you can't use him right now. He's a guy that likes to move his head. He's got to start doing that. Try to cement those feet down the best he can and get some head movement.
Holy cow! Yuriorkis Gamboa's legs look shaky. He was hurt. I don't know what was said to him in the corner, but now he's the busier man.
And he needs to be before any more time goes by.
Keep working the body.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Ricky Hatton. So we come to the end of the round. And that was a round that was very productive for him. Now he heads back to his corner. And they're going to try to repeat the success they just had, I'm sure.
Yes, he hurt his opponent there. He's going to want to go back to what he was doing and remember what set up those big shots.
Oh, and a two-punch combo by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Sizzling hand speed we saw moments ago. Heck of a combination, but pretty easy to get it off when you're that fast.
Yeah, it is. And what it causes, too, is besides us saying, ooh, that we see those quick hands and the judges, you know, marking it down, also it makes the opponent keep his hands in his pocket. He's afraid to move his hands because the other guy's so much faster.
That was a miss by Ricky Hatton. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Ricky Hatton. Solid counterpunch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Great pace to this fight, Teddy. These guys are not coming out of fifth gear. Nobody's slowing down.
No, they're fighting a 6th, 7th, and 8th gear.
Doubling up the jab by Yuriorkis Gamboa. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Oh, and there you go. Yuriorkis Gamboa right to the head and right to the canvas. So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown, but Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Good block by Gamboa. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. A little defense turns to offense by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Oh, Ricky Hatton's legs look shaky. He was hurt. And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
Nice strike after catching one by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Targeting the hooks on each man. Yuriorkis Gamboa is trying to steady himself in this round after being knocked down in the previous round. Teddy, how much can really happen in those 60 seconds? How much of a benefit is it to a damaged fighter?
Well, a lot has to happen. First of all, physically, you have to revigorate the guy. You know, maybe massage the legs a little bit. Most importantly, get some ice on the back of his neck. You know, get that blood flow going a little bit. Make sure that you revive him a little bit. Get him back to feeling like he's ready to go out there.
Oh, and there you go. Yuriorkis Gamboa stunned and he is hurt. He's having a much better round here. Earlier we saw him being outworked, but right now he's the one getting to work.
Yeah, well, you know, you go out to a restaurant, you have a half dozen half-shell clams, you might get a tummy ache. Well, he's been eating a lot of left hooks. I don't know if he has a tummy ache, but he figures right about now he wants to get rid of that indigestion. And the best way, start attacking.
There it is! Ricky Hatton's almost out of it there. He was stunned. He's a weeble wobble in the late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it? And there's the bell. He is saved by the bell. Oh, boy, Teddy, he's in a world of hurt now. Only 60 seconds in front of him.
And you know what? Less than 60 seconds. It took him 5 seconds to get him on that stool. So right now, they can't concentrate just on telling him things, and he needs to be told why he got hit. But they got to get ice on him, and they got to, right now, they have to revive him.
Oh! Ricky Hatton stunned. Well, he's been there before, and now he's there again. He got floored.
He can't afford to keep going on that floor. You have to wonder when the referee's going to step in now and stop this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Hatton able to to rise up to his feet. But what does the immediate future hold for him?
Well, he only has a couple seconds to figure it out.
Good block by Gamboa. Right on the mark, both guys with the hook. A good block by Ricky Hatton. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard.
Wow! Ricky, there he goes. He goes down from that headshot. The heart of a warrior to beat the count again. He did it again there.
What he's going to have to do now is have the smart.
Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And this fight is over. Yuriorkis Gamboa is going to have his hand raised by way of KO. The 10 count reached, his opponent out. He's the victor. Yuriorkis Gamboa is your winner by knockout victory.
I feel like I just came out of the movie theater, Joe, and I did not expect that ending.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.